Shout out to all my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You know what the fuck it is, man. So another day, and shit. You already know. You know, I don't know how long it's gonna take people to come. First off, shout out to people that was in earlier in my live and shit, bro. That was a good ass live. I had to double check it just now and make sure that shit went out. Actually, I swore that I pressed public, but somehow that shit changed to private. I was just looking, I'm like, where's that shit at? I had to change it to public again. I know I changed it to public already earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just be weird ass shit to be happening. And I'm a perfectionist, so when I say something like that, if I check something and I know it's a certain way, like I know what I'm talking about. Because I'm already like that with everything that I do and stuff like that. So we about to have a good conversation. I already cleared my energy a little bit, but I'm about to spark real quick, get my head right. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Everything is happening on the planet for me. You feel me? I gotta get dosages of people that still want something from this system, and I gotta break away from them. So I don't feel too crazy off of me knowing and being fully aware of what's taking place. So like that's like where I'm at with it. I appreciate it, man. You know? So peace, power, abundance to everybody. I hope everybody feeling good for real. You know, I know some of it is like the damage that's been done to me from all the abuse off of sometimes like me feeling like I want to kill myself. But then I know a lot of it is the energy that I feel because I'm an empath, right? But I don't even know if to give it a name. I don't even want to give it a name. Just some people can feel energy more than other people, you know, like for real. And I know it's a lot of people that want me dead. Like I know for a fact. I can see it in their face when they see me. They're like, damn, he's still here. He still ain't kill himself. He still ain't crash out. I'm like, yeah, I'm talk about it. You know, the universe is gonna guide me to make sure that, you know, I'm gonna be protected, y'all, because my stance is too strong. You know, trust me, if something was gonna happen to me in the worst way, it would have already happened to me. Man, I'm on a fifth year. You know what I'm saying? And what I be on now. I was really crashing out. I'm not really crashing out now. I might raise my voice a little bit. I might put a person in check. I might do some shit like that, but I'm not really crashing out like how I was. Like I told y'all, the first year and a half, first 2 years, I was crashing out. Like I was literally walking up the cops and asking them like, basically like, why the fuck is you even on my planet to start with? I don't want you here. And I didn't give a fuck how they felt. You know what I'm saying? Like no fear with the straight face and all of that. I was on that type of time. And I was really kirking in shopping centers. Like I was really kirking. Like how it is now, it's like I might put like a person here or there and check. Most of the people I'm gonna ignore because I know that they don't have the intellect to even understand what they're living in. So I don't stoop down to their unawareness. You get what I'm saying? But how it was like the first year and a half, y'all. Just imagine a person in a shopping center, don't matter how much what they saying is the truth, but they damn near screaming that shit at the top of their lungs, like in rage form, walking up to people and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my own hoods and shit. I'm in Baltimore like this. I'm in Hagerstown like this. I'm in certain areas where it's like I could have easily got shot, you know? But I had my shit on me too though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like niggas would have been shooting. You feel me? Like for real. But it's like it's just crazy though. So I'm not really crashing out right now. This is minor, and I feel like a lot of that is from my awareness. You feel me? Like, believe it or not, like I grew a lot from 2021, 2022 to now. You feel me? Like real shit. You know? But one of the things that I want to speak about on this live, because I feel like it's such a problem, even when I say it. Like it's like I'm telling y'all, like a lot of people are not going to understand it. I don't even say they're going to take it wrong, but just not understand what I'm saying at all, and how I break down the angles of like this money and our infatuation with it, and how there's different levels of using this system to look down on your brother and sister. There's many different levels. Of course, you got like the average, right? Where you think about it like you struggling, somebody drive past you in a nice car. In some way they flex what they have of value, what they know you can't afford, right? That's like the easiest way, but there's different angles of that shit in which people don't even realize how they're protecting this system, you know? But before I go in on it, I'll say this. At any fucking way in which you have a job in this monetary system, whether you're a prisoner of war or not, you're capitulating in this monetary system going forward. I want everybody to realize that, even while it's crashing and the foundation in which it was built on. I want everybody to understand what I'm saying, you know? Because when it comes to this shit, it's either you capitulating or you not. You get what I'm saying? And we got to stop using just because of our division that's like that. You get what I'm saying? Because that's an excuse. Because we so far out now. You know, we got to stop using excuses, you know? We got to stop using excuses because there's so much different ways that we all could have went about stuff, y'all. You know, think about how much of us that's fully aware of what's going on and not even in the situation that I'm in financially. You get what I'm saying? Like we literally can be doing so much more. That's all I'm saying. But I'm about to break all of this down to y'all and everything. Just give me a little bit. I'm about to break this down to y'all because I value y'all. I had to get some productive stuff done. It's a lot that I'm dealing with on my plate, but I care for y'all, and I always care about giving y'all information first and foremost from my species standpoint for righteousness, you know. But this is something that like I gotta like really break down and talk about because I put it like this: a lot of people, I don't even think that they realize how they're using it, you know, when they talk about it, you know, from a standpoint. Like, and I'm not trying to playing the system, even what we're living in and playing the game war, that we still got to find some type of way around the up without doing that. You know what I'm saying? Or use the money of that to serve awareness on a bigger, large scale, or moving away, even if you be the first person in a way, even if off grid, to show the next person how we can break away from this shit. And you think about it, even just what I just said, and I just threw that out there just thinking, right? But you go off grid within this system, right? How much long do you think that you're gonna have to be off grid while this system is up? How much longer? What do y'all think? It's not gonna be that long, because it's not gonna be that long at all, because this shit is crashing down by the day. So even the fear of that, if that crossed your mind in any way when I said that, you shouldn't be worried about that. Hold up real quick, y'all. Take a picture. Hold up. And I get so much confirmation that I'm doing the right thing. One of the ways how you know that you're doing the right thing in life is when people say unnecessary stuff. I used to always tell myself, like, man, I can't wait till I get to a point on the internet where people are just coming at me every single time I get on there. Because that's how I'm gonna know that I'm starting to make movement. You know, they say, like, if people ain't talking shit, then you're not doing enough. That's like one of the first confirmations with anything that you're doing what you're supposed to do. You know? I'd rather people fuck with me and my shit keep rising and having people talking shit, you know, but hey, that's a form of attention. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, so shout out everybody. But like I was saying though, shout out y'all. Hey, y'all really fucking with me. Y'all, when I say y'all really fucking with me, y'all really fucking with me. I'm not in comparison to anybody else. So anyone could be like, that's not a lot or da da da. My only competition is myself. And to be honest, I'm not even a competitive type person. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, but it's like a span of like literally like 2 years. And I don't, basically from me getting like 200 followers until I was like at 219, that took forever, y'all. Like my followers is fucking with me like heavy now. Like I'm getting like in a week, average week now, like getting like 30 followers or more. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like I'm fucking with everybody that's fucking with me. I appreciate y'all. You feel me? I really appreciate y'all. Now y'all gotta let me roll this up real quick because we about to have a Lord session. You feel me? Y'all know how we do. You feel me? And then fucking, I'm gonna talk about shit and I'm gonna put shit in motion real quick for y'all to get where I'm talking about. I mean, get what I'm talking about. Not where I'm talking about. What I'm talking about. So so hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna break it 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 down. Hello, Max Marriott. I hope your day's going Gucci. And then y'all be interacting with me also. That's really why I gotta shout y'all out. Cause y'all be interacting with me now. You know what I'm saying? I be like, damn, how y'all fucking with me, interacting with me and stuff now and all of this? I can't even imagine what that's gonna be like as like I get forward more and more, you know? I'm proud of y'all. Cause y'all supporting somebody that's standing for right. Y'all not supporting the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are not supporting the wrong person. Y'all supporting the right person. There's so much people that we support now here that's not really for the people, so-called say, or for really righteousness. Like all they care about is money. I'm a type of person. I've been down and out so much, y'all. Anybody could say it about me. You can see it in you can hear it in my voice. You can see it in me. I've been down and out so much. I care so much about righteousness and shit like that, y'all. Nobody could ever say that like with me, like, oh, he just care about the money and shit. It'd be like that nigga hasn't had a lot his whole life. So that shit, not saying he wouldn't suffer or feel the lack thereof in a monetary system if it's something he needs that he don't have or whatever, but that basically that can't break that man. And that so you know that man is not just about money, because that man has went through so much struggles in his life. It could never be just about money. You hear what I'm saying? Like it could never be just about money with a type of nigga like me. All this is just the abuse of me getting right, you know, as far as like the last of this shit that's infringed on us and shit, how they forcing us to live. But yeah, no, it's different. Different. So y'all gotta give me. I know y'all gonna what do you call it? You feel me? It shows y'all how, what do you call it, how much people's attention span is. Them Jones gonna go right back. They probably lying about how much on my, because I don't really be knowing how much on here anyway, because they be lying. But there's so much people that left in the moment that I said, let me roll up real quick. Hey, that attention span is crazy, y'all. That attention span. I know that's one of the reasons why I didn't blow up yet with my music. Is like I know if I would have been like really on an ignorant time, y'all. Well, while I'm what do you call it in real quick? While I'm getting this right for myself real quick, I'm about to play something. So I'm about to block y'all while I just do this real quick. Hold on one moment. Or y'all can come back in, however, do whatever y'all want to do. I'm just letting y'all know. Damn, she cute as shit. Who that? Who that? I don't get the problem. I didn't see the problem. Cover up, perfect. Hold up. Cover up, first session, cover up. Did someone just say tap out? That Lord shit. What do you mean tap out session? That Lord shit. Yeah. I was talking to my goddess and everything, and she was telling me that my Brit ain't for me, but my Brit is for me though. She is for me. Oh shit. She is. She always will be. Oh shit, yeah. Well, What should I bump real quick while I throw this real quick? One thing I'm gonna be known for is my bun. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can't take my bun away from me. That's like my steez. That's part of the steez. I'm just gonna go with my. See, I don't know what the bump. So now I just go in my history real quick, right? And we just gonna pick something. We just gonna pick something. We're gonna go to $11.99 with it. It's like we're gonna go to the second home with it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the second home with it. With David and shit. We're gonna go to OG first. About to get some alcohol. I didn't get no alcohol, so I wasn't about to get a black and white. I was about to get some. I'm done with the black sweat. I was about to get some alcohol. I don't even drink. Just the extra stress. Smoking back to back.
faster response times and better organization.
Instrumental that was like sampled somewhat like this, that part right there. This is crazy. 2016 or some shit. Might be able to find that clip anywhere. You gotta believe in yourself, man. The whole world against you, you know? And that's why I'm taking forever to roll up, y'all. When I be rolling up, I just be thinking and shit. I be thinking how much lives got spared because I got the you feel me? Like real shit. How much times I dodged life in jail because I started the you know what I'm saying? Not real, like I was waiting on the sun. Real shit. How much is it really fuck the system if you still participating in that same system? We got this shit backwards, y'all. Trust me. All I see is reasons, the confirmation of why like everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Cause it's like we've been distracted so much. Like our answers are like stuff of the system. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's where the answers are coming from. As if like it's not anything else beyond that. You feel me? And this random 804 number decline. Why is you calling me from a random number? Like I'm not even answering random numbers. These people are crazy. Alright. Trying to mess up my vibe and shit. I'm almost ready, y'all.
door. Pop, we finished our night, we was store. Stop, like what is you fighting it for? Pop, she told me tonight it be yours. Pop, it's just like July on the 4th. I'm making the most out what God had gave me. This shit'll drive you crazy. Still got a smile on your face even though you ain't happy, you gotta fake it. It's like I gotta make it. This shit come with a lot of patience. Come with a lot of drama, a lot of sneak shit, a lot of fake shit. Already told you what it was. This shit nothing like you think. Don't know why I keep taking drugs. I feel like I'm about to faint. I should've knew it wasn't love. I should've knew that it was fake. Everything changed, I got a buzz, but I know this shit give or take. I knew I could hear it was fake. Sorry, but I'm arriving late. That was my brother from the way, but we ain't link a conversate. I think it's time I give him hell. I'ma show him I really up my weight. 40,000, that's for one show, that's for one set, that's for one day. Tried to vibe with it, but I felt like the situation, it was one way. And I gotta be honest, I was good wishing and hoping you stay. If I feel like the vibe is off, then I gotta push it away. I be thinking our timing off, I wish it was back in the day. You know I got my olives on, you know I in the way.
Oh yeah.
Grateful for all of my blessings and I ain't
I'm
gonna
stuck in.
then they all stopping and thinking like that nigga knew something. I'm trying to take this shit to a whole level that I we up the gun, and she about to fall to the floor. We finished that night, we was stop. Like
I'ma
what is
tell
you
y'all.
fighting it for? She told me tonight it be yours.
Y'all trying to stop me from getting my motherfucking weed, y'all slave catchers in any shape or form, look, Pete.
Still got a smile on your face even though you
I'm
ain't
always
happy,
gonna
you
I'm
gotta
always
fake
gonna get
it.
weed.
It's like I gotta make it. This shit come with a lot of patience.
I've been
Come with a
smoking since
lot
I
of
was.
drama, a lot of sneak shit, a
Y'all just
lot
don't
of
get
fake
it.
shit. Already told you what it was. This shit nothing like you think.
All right, y'all. So let me get into this real quick. So how much is gonna charge? It's crazy. I gotta make sure my shit charged when I be all right. 52. All right, yo. This how this shit rock real quick, yo. I'm about to put y'all on game. So, what I want to talk about, just anybody just coming in. I want to talk about how we use this system to like bouncing around, how we use this system to look down on each other, but not even just that, but how we give life into this system. You hear me? How we give life into this system without even really realizing, off of like, even when we're talking about it and still in connection with it, right? I'm about to break all this down to y'all because there's so much different angles of it, but it's crazy, right? Because like all of these angles, it's right in front of your face, right? But like the average person, they wouldn't be able to fathom it, no matter how much proof that you show them, and it just speaks everything from a psychological standpoint. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. You know, that's why I tell y'all psychological damage is the worst damage. A lot of stuff isn't how it's perceived to be, right? Because of stereotypes and stuff. If you just take a look with certain things, you know, you'll see it's not like how everybody will view for that to be like that. You'll be like, damn, you know, and I'm saying that broadly. That goes with like anything, not even about this stuff I'm about to talk about, but just in general with that. But so there's a viewpoint to RoBs Inferno. RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to all my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You know what the fuck it is. It's a viewpoint to RoBs Inferno. I'm all off topic real quick. So when all right, so a lot of times you hear like with a lot of people, right? And I've been hearing this for years actually, you know. And I heard it in many different ways it was said, you know, but one of them, I'm trying to explain it so everybody can really see what I'm saying. Like you would hear people say stuff like, you know, like I don't want to work, but I gotta work, you know, right? You hear people, of course, she calling me. It's like some don't want me to get his message to y'all. I'm on my podcast right now. All right, so
So you hear a lot of people say that, like, man, like, you know, I don't want to go to work, but I got to, you know, I got to provide, right? You're not wrong for providing. That's why even 3D wise within the system, how they got it set up, it's still a way for you to provide. Y'all notice how that's always something that you got to do, regardless of not even in the system. You got to provide for you and yours. There's certain stuff that in the way that you got to move, that's discipline wise, right? Even within the system that's set up, and us not supposed to be living like this. We still got to provide, and I want to point that out as I'm pointing out anything else that I say, because I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea that by this I'm saying that, like, as a man, it's not your job to provide. I'm not trying to say that at all. I'm saying that the ways that we are providing and what we're connected to off of it being enforced, off of it being infringed. You feel me? You like the curveballs, you know, and not just stopping at it just because it's like that, or not even questioning it when it hasn't been like that prior, right? It hasn't been that long that it's even been like this for real. So literally it's one of these, y'all, where it's like you really gotta peep it, because like that's the justification for it, right? But what I was kind of saying earlier, it's only how much to your degree that you can talk about you being a prisoner of war, which you are, with not looking at it like your connection to it isn't doing damage to you yourself, or even as far as however you're helping the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this like broadly, y'all. I'm thinking about myself even when I'm thinking about this, because it's stuff like I ask myself to make sure, like, you know, that like I'm aligned right. You know, I'm constantly working on myself. I'm constantly critiquing myself. Even if I go back, I'll go back at it like I didn't just relapse or mess up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give up on myself. I'm all I got, you know? And literally, this is real. At some point, you got to tell yourself, like, okay, I am a prisoner of war, right? But even with that being said, and everything with me that I talk about, this is the build, right? Because I'm gonna throw some options out there, whether y'all agree with me or not. But it's just the stuff that I thought about, because it's like, you know, a lot of people have been talking about going off the grid for a while. Like a lot of us in general, our species, right? Off of, in connection to this, alluding to this, what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Like, we off grid, whether we have mobile home or however so we get it done. It's like we're that's gonna literally appear us away from this system. Whereas, like, even if the system is up like this, like, oh, you got to pay for this, we're not even in it no more, because we don't even care if we don't have the money for that, because we're not even living in that way. You know what I'm saying? We're all the way out in nature with it, and we started a whole, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, the land that they feel like they conquered because they took it, they snatched it, right? Like, this shit hurts me even talking about this shit. You know, we shouldn't be scared or fear in any way what's already us, you know? Just because we came so far from that. It's very important that we remind ourselves that for us to have power to stand up for them things that was up yesterday, you know? Whether that be, I'm talking about this, whether that be mainly first, most important, our children, the state of them, how our children are in the hands of the species that's unnatural to your planet. Not even just that they unnatural, in which how they don't want to talk about it or bring it up, because then it's automatically gonna align with you knowing that you're not them down to a T, because you always felt it, you know, and that'll get you to stop capitulating, right? You know, it's a lot of angles of it, but you know, this must be done. But in the same time, even though I'm saying this, and this might be harmful for us, but like I said, people really don't listen to people. Only people that really already know kind of certain things that they like, certain things they won't let other people know, they'll understand this type of stuff. Like, because most people, they're gonna judge what a person's saying to be truth or false off of their financial state. Most people aren't gonna believe anything that you say just about, or find some reason to feel like it's not exactly that, just because you're financially struggling. And then we say, like, we, from a collective majority standpoint, that we know what it is, but in the same time, how can you judge your brother or sister about a system that's designed against them just because you're better off in it? I'm not even saying that it's a good or bad thing, but what I'm basically saying is that's, to what degree is it really his fault that a person isn't going to align altogether with really what's what, and they might need a new vessel, or it might take them longer than you, because at this point, it's like a lot of us are at people's necks because of the level of their understanding, about like the real issues, our genetics, our children's, the people literally amongst us, majority wise. I mean, everybody amongst us besides us, like we got to see this shit for real, yo. Like, we can't keep moving like this. Like, this shit is having us like crazy, and I know everybody. I know as much as they're embarrassment more. I know we are, because as us that are on the internet talking about a lot of this stuff and the angles of it, shout out to everybody. Y'all know who y'all are. Keep doing your thing. And I know that there is some women out there that's on the same tip, even though I don't see a lot of them. I don't want to say I don't see any. I couldn't think of any off the top of my head right now, but I know that there's some, or that I've seen before. But shout out to anybody that's speaking truth right now, for real. But we gotta talk about this is because one thing that they're amping up is, like, even though people are having cognitive dissonance, even if people don't know anything about energy, or even the energy that's hitting the planet right now, and what that means for anatomy, right? Like like, it's showing up. It's showing up, and it's showing up from a attention standpoint. With different parts of people's brains being hit, like what they're thinking about, even if they're not talking about it. Like, you can see it on their face because it's affected them, even if they're not talking about it. You're seeing it when they get in and out of the car. You can feel the energy, the shakiness in people. It's like, even though people are choosing not to talk about it, everyone is showing and acting like something about to happen. Everyone feels it, even if they don't say it. You know what I'm saying? That's how strong the energy of truth is over the lies and the deception and the distractions that's being put out. You know what I'm saying? That even with all that being put out, it's still not stronger than the truth. The truth is still, what do you call it? It's still, I can't think of the word because I was out so fast. I think of the word like what do you call it? It's like planted, It's planted. Like, it's not swaying. You know what I'm saying? It's not swaying. But them lies about how we should be living it, what's going on, what we should be doing, them lies is swaying. Because them lies is being contradicted, like, I want to say by the day, but even faster than by the day. Because it's not like it's like one thing that's coming out a day, or one thing that's happening by the day, And like, it's so much. And then the consistency of the same stuff that more people are talking about. So when you think about, it's a lot of us that even if we're not trying to do it on purpose, about how so connected we are to the system, we're using it against our brother or sister to like try to make them feel shameful, for not being as good as you as far as like being where you're at financially, For the trauma that we might not see at whatever moment in ourselves is for somebody else to see it of our reflection. You know what I'm saying? We are reminders, As far as like you gotta think about it, y'all. As far as like the 3-eye atlas and shit like that, you really gotta think about it. It's certain stuff that adds to other stuff with just you peeping it. Like, all right, we're not them, they're not us. Even if there was, let's just say, even if there was a so-called God, right? Like religion-wise, like we couldn't possibly have the same a connection to nature or a direct connection in the highest point, apex-wise, and then some of us don't not only not have a connection to nature, nothing can describe its existence, and they don't even know where they come from, right? There's no way those separate species could have the same God, so-called say, or there's a reason for that, and that there's a reason for that when out of those different species, one happens to be, like I said, the people that's natural, and then somehow the one that's natural is in the work on the shit that they're connected to, even if you didn't look at it from a point of them starting. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you can't even deny it at this point. You know what I'm saying? Really, what's what, and that's like the level of insecurity that is causing like on like a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's y'all know, like everybody always felt uncomfortable around us because everybody low key know that everything was taken from us, even if they don't know exactly what. But the levels of that's being like felt now, I know a lot of us can relate, and it's coming out in all different types of ways. Some of it's coming out with fear towards us. Some is coming out with some people might want to attack us. A lot is coming out with a lot of people respecting us more, where it's just like almost like in a sorry way, trying to like, it's coming out in a lot of ways. It's coming out in a lot of ways. I miss my son so much. To be honest with y'all, I don't even be talking about my son a lot because of like how it makes me feel and really what I go through around him, and this shit all being around him, for real. Like it's been the biggest test I had to conquer my life. Like imagine being traumatized by something, and then you even find like the behind the scenes of even that, of even how and why that was able to happen to traumatize you, how that was set up. Like you grow even more back, and what it really trickles down to, and what it really means, because of what's what, and then who you are, me myself. And like how it really all goes down. It's like, man, it's like I know everything didn't happen to me, even me right now, everything like for no reason, for a fact. And I'm not trying to say this to like downplay my mistakes of any way of being able to avoid this,
If you was meant to avoid each problem, this planet wouldn't be a test. You hear what I'm saying? Yes, some will be worse than others. It's a good time for us right now. You know, it's definitely a good time. Everybody just proud to say that like my awareness and my stance and how my soul like naturally is about what's happening with children, what's been going on with children, you know, paying attention to it, right? And like that I never harm no children. Like, I never harm no children at all, you know? Like I would never protect the toxicity in no way of even like the low vibrational stuff in which we came down, you know, in frequency of aligning with, you know, like towards each other and shit. Like, you know, even when I was like ignorant, like I never harmed the children, you know. That's a good feeling. I can stand on that. And I don't know, just when I just think about it and I think about how I feel, just the fact that like that is going on and it's going on like my shit on my planet, and me being who I am and who I come from, and this and then it's happening to children, all children and stuff. Like the way I feel about it, I just know like that like y'all might think I'm crazy saying this, but like I know that like I'ma be I know like I'm just say I know that I'm gonna have some say around that for people that have done that, you know? Like I know for a fact. Some point in time I know. From like a collective, like everybody wise. You know? I don't care if some people think I'm just crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a person to be like, I be talking to that ancestor and all that, none of that, but I'm just telling y'all, I just know. I know y'all. And yeah, because shit is like it's really like zero tolerance for that, for you know, like zero tolerance. So imagine how I feel what's being done with like all children. Imagine when I became aware what was really happening with like all children and stuff like that. Like how my soul felt, you know? I have no idea. But I value y'all, man. Like I said, like all y'all like fucking with me even faster than ever now and shit. This is like the fastest I've been getting your subscribers, and y'all communicate with me and all of that, like ever. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I really appreciate that. It's something special. There's something special about y'all because y'all can really, you know what I'm saying, understand what I be talking about really what we was going on. This shit really real, you know? So how does a person intellect, how they carry themselves, and integrity, you're a stand-up person or not, regardless of your money and stuff, you know what I mean? And or at what rate you can grow when hearing truth or however so truth coming to you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all. I'll go a whole another 9 real freaking 8. On the 3D tip though, I'm telling y'all, I'm about to start. Trying to implement these ways like I go down like in my little pattern shit about how to reach people more like the real issues and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? There'll be stuff that be going on, something happening. You know what I'm saying? Earlier today. Still be happening with me for real. I just don't be talking about shit. But I don't know. It's like almost like it's mandatory, even if I don't want it to be mandatory. You know what I mean? Because it's like one thing about it is as you're changing, you know what I mean? At that point, you're evolving. Anybody that was connected to you, right, or that you would come across, in a way, you're gonna help them evolve, Not even just like on social media, you hear me? Even if you're not exactly talking about what you regularly would talk about and stuff like that, like your aura, your biofield, like your energy is gonna be different. It's gonna be felt. People gonna come to you more. Even when I don't be trying to talk about certain stuff and stuff, I swear y'all, people be coming to me and they'll bring up stuff, and I could tell from someone that might have heard me speaking of it, randomly certain stuff, and they spoke to me, and then a person that didn't know nothing about nothing, and then they just randomly, felt to ask me this, not knowing that I would be able to help them out with that and give them an answer for them to be able to think better for themselves in general, towards everything that's coming forward, you feel me? And about these lives, Like I told you, I was going, but Oh, yo, you already know. See, you know what I'm saying? Water. I don't even remember the last time I drank. But I was like, man, I was gonna give me a shot. I'm glad I didn't get that shot. You know what I mean? Glad I didn't get that shot. I was gonna get that shot. Glad I didn't get that. Now I'm in the back of my house. I'll fix my teeth and shit. Get my teeth back perfect. Very, man, for real. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, for real. Everybody just balance their energy, protect their energy, you know. Stand for truth, you know. Stand up when you should. Call shit out. Do whatever you can towards the situation to come about. Like, for real, for real. Let's tell our children really what's going on. Let's not feel like we gotta hide it from them with how far away from ourselves we can. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, y'all. You don't gotta bring no violence to nobody. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just read, like ask questions, test your knowledge. Testing your knowledge is something I feel like I push out there good, right? You know, like I hate to say it, but that's not like I don't got like a primary doctor. But when we go to these hospitals and like, you know, I ask certain questions, you know, y'all know we know how to read body language, right? And we didn't even speak, right? So like y'all know you say certain stuff, how the doctor act and stuff, and ask what this means. You already know and see, you know what I mean? Touch you. Read more, you know, like you don't know a word, look it up in a dictionary, you know what I mean? Be able to formulate what you're reading. Like, don't feel like you're in like a rush or anything, you know what I'm saying? But it is important, you know? Just like anything else, you know? So you can be able to articulate yourself properly within certain situations, however they come about, especially within like, you know, medical wise for your children and yourself as such, right? And you know, not be able to be taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta be violent. You don't even gotta explain it within a derogatory state. Right? At all, like, you know, and you'll see how you'll be respected different. Like I said, because of my financial state, when I really get to talk to certain people and stuff, because I'm in such like a self-absorbed, like stuck up, like entitled area, I feel like money-wise and stuff, it's like, I guess like I be crushing a lot of people's like egos without even trying, you know. but from just like even before I came into like knowing, and as like I'm learning certain stuff, like I literally always was like a stand up type of person. You know what I mean? I already was like that. So it's like I don't know. It just made it more crazy with shit. How I feel. I'm already like passionate about whatever I do. You know, like how y'all think I feel about this type of shit? Like what? This ain't no basketball. This ain't even music. You know? This is our children. This is our species. This is our planet. You know, this is. But remember, I told y'all certain stuff that's in the category of it just is what it is type stuff. This is what it is, and this what we're living now. This isn't what it is. You know, this isn't what it is at all. Our children not being safe isn't what it is. Children not being safe in general isn't what it is. You know. I'm gonna tap in with y'all, man. It's a group coming to RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to my guys and goddesses know how vibration of hearing means, you know what the fuck it is, man. I value y'all, respect y'all, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day for it.